All right, we got to say goodbye to 2019, believe it or not, and it's our final Thursday night live show, and why not? But anything could happen. Let me not say it's the last show. Anything could happen in this crazy world of sport and the world. Anything could happen. I'm going to dive straight into the conversation here. Hey, this chap, I don't even know what his name is, but yeah, he's been standing here behind me the entire time that we started the shows from episode 1 up until now. You guys have failed to give him a name, but nonetheless, though, we got a great person who's here in studio. He's got a name. I looked at his ID. I saw Aubrey, but he's never used the name Aubrey. You've never used Aubrey, right?
Ngiyayisebenzisa Rob.
Uyisebenzisa kuphi? Makwenze njani?
Ilele lisebenza kakhulu Thamsanqa but kwezinye indawo ngiyalisebenzisa.
Okay, so it was a case of negama lasekhaya, negama lasesikoleni. So Thamsanqa ekhaya, Aubrey esikoleni. Not the other way around.
No.
Oh, okay. But you're enjoying life now, man. Hey, Supersport United jersey feels good on you. Why? A lot of people have been asking, like, please have him on the show. Ask him what's the difference between the two.
Sure.
Yini umehluko?
Umehluko mningi kakhulu Rob.
Yeah.
Kushintsha indawo ngasho kanjalo ukushintsha indawo. Mawusuhlala endaweni isikhathi eside ukushintsha enye indawo and kuza nezinye izinto ukuthi manje kwamele usijabulele. Environment nje kuyishintsha. I'm glad ukuthi kenake ku Supersport ngifike ngajabula kakhulu.
Yini ekujabulisile? Why is Supersport food?
Into engijabulisile Rob, njengoba usibona sengiskora amagoli. Uskora amagoli.
Yeah. But angithi amanetha amapala ayafana, ibhola liyafana, uThamsanqa uyafana. So yini umehluko manje kwi Supersport ukuthi ukora amagoli? Ubungakwazi ukwakora lapha kwi Orlando Pirates?
Rob ngaqala ngithini? I-team enjengayi Pirates, it's a big team.
Yeah.
It's a big team, inhlapho enkulu engafuna ama mistakes. No mistakes.
Yeah.
Ne ukuthi ayenzakale eplayini ne. It's ingikhulisile kakhulu i-Pirates manje yabona njengoba ukuthi iphethe nama national players and big names.
Sure.
And ama supporters e-Pirates awafuni mistake. Ngasho kanjalo.
Yeah.
And iyo into engikhulise kakhulu ukuthi if mawudlala ku Pirates and if mawenze I mistake 1 2 3 mistake and then
But Mvadumdala, sorry to come in. Yabo uyakhumbula mawudlala kwi-CAF tournament ne-Pirates, was it 2015? Wakwazi ukora ama-goals when, and in fact, wawu top goal scorer, joint top goal scorer. But wakwazi ukora, abo Dusahil wakwazi ukora, Al-Ali wakwazi ukora. So what is the big problem? For me, I'm trying to figure out, ukuthi, what is the problem between Thamsanqa playing for Pirates, scoring on the continent, Thamsanqa playing for Pirates, not quite getting the goals domestically? Yini inkinga?
Njengoba usushilo Rob bengiskora kakhulu elokhu ku CAF. And manje ngithole ukuthi manje ama fans ePirates afuna more.
Or pressure ama fans?
Afuna more.
Okay.
Yeah, into engayisho kanjalo ukuthi every time mangene egroundini if mangifaka 100% yona afuna 150%. Mangifaka 150 the next week afuna 160. Ngasho kanjalo. Every kwesinye isikhathi la sengiqala khona sengenza ama mistakes. Sengenza ukungasikhona ukuscora ngoba every time now angisakhona uconcentrate egroundini and sengiconcentrate emsindweni ongaphandle.
Ibikuhlupha le nto yama fans?
Ngathini? Ngathi ingikhulise kakhulu Rob.
No, ibikuhlupha kodwa. Ibikuhlupha. No, ungasabi. Yazi ngifuna ukuthi uyikhiphe nje la esifubeni sakho ngoba uyuthola ukuthi abantu abaningi abanekhono lakho. Ngeke sazi ukuthi yini into ekuhluphayo, yini into ekuhlulayo, yini into enza ukuthi kusinde mawudlalela iqembu lifana nePirates. Bekuyini? Bamba wonke amaphilo mfana ungasabi. Bamba wonke amaphilo ungasabi.
Rob ngasho kanjalo. njengoba sengishilo ukuthi iPirates it's a big team and inama-support amaningi and
Yeah.
then mawudlala ku-Pirates it's not like developer laphayana awudeveloper and ama-fans njengoba sengishilo ama-fans afuna 150 160 170 and then wena if sujwayele ukubanika lento ujwayele ukubanika yona and ungasabaniki ayish ngasho kusho ukuthi hayi ama-fans yeah it's give me a headache big time.
Because the one thing that I know, and I was trying to look at the numbers earlier today, and I was looking at 95 appearances that you've had with Pirates and something like 11 goals. Ufike like Supersport United, uqale, udlale. 11 games, 4 goals. So all of a sudden, there's goals in Thamsanqa that were not there. Is it the style of play? Is it the way they play? Are they playing to your strengths? Ukuthi Supersport ayinama fans kuhlale ku empty lapha sokuduma ikhanda nje uthi khona oda wekho yini
No ukuthi ngifike lapha ku Supersport bangwelcome kahle and then they know ukuthi why bengifuna ku Orlando Pirates and then bangitshela ukuthi style sami ngizidlalayo and sayisuthi Supersport that's why bangithengile ku Orlando Pirates and then training and then leso style yabakhombisa the way I-plan edlalwa ngakhona ku Supersport and then ngafitha khona.
Tell me, at Pirates, how many trophies did you win?
Sibale ne-Calling Black Label?
Aye.
It's a trophy. A trophy.
No. Ungabala ney'mbuzi ey'dlalelwa kuma-pre-season tournaments somewhere, ungabalela mhlambe ney'nkomo noma izinkwa nani. Yebo le trophy le oyiqukulile lesindayo. MTN 8 trophy.
Yeah, ne?
That is you holding that trophy, right?
Yeah, Rob, it's me. Angaze ngiyihold Orlando Pirates.
Ogazi uyihold, ne?
Angaze.
And uphethe big trophy and uphethe small trophy, yebo? So you are man of the match and you are the champion. All in one day. You as uThamsanqa Gabuza. Angithi?
Imagine, Rob.
How is that possible?
Sometimes as in mawukhulekile ngasho ukuthi mawukhulekile mawuqala impilo entsha.
Yeah.
Ne? And abantu sebesitshelile ukuthi kena ke angeke usakhona ukuyenza lento le angangiyenza ngisaku Golden Arrows.
Yeah.
And ngayiwina le cup ku Golden Arrows and unfortunately azange ngiwine ne Orlando Pirates ngayiwina ne Supersport.
But being man of the match though, being top goal scorer, because it wasn't just about man of the match, it was also when ubukore the most goals, angithi? Amen. So iyo-ke lento engijabulisayo. Anti ngifuna ukuprove wrong namhlanje mfana omdala and I'm glad that you're here. And now ubhiza ushaya iThamsanqa jive lapha ne-check yakho. I-check yamalini 8,000.
Yo, imali enkulu yazi le.
Ngokumalini 8,000.
25,000.
Man of the match.
25 imagine.
Hey bantu.
25,000.
Wayenzani le mali?
That money.
Awusakhumbuli?
Hayi ngibekela ugogo hayi isakhona ngakayiki.
Uzoyenzani ugogo? Uzoyenzani?
Hayi ngizomthengela isango lapha ekhaya.
Oh.
Okay. Fakela isango elisha.
Isango nje liwani. Injani leli sango kanti?
Lelivuleka ngeremote. Yeah, gogo. Ngithi manje semdala manje.
Akusahambeki.
Ngakhona amandla wasekho.
Okay. But uyazi uzolifana leli sango. Eleka 25,000.
Hayi manje ngoDecember. Liyakhuluma
leli sango leli.
Yeah, iceleni into speaker sakhona, yeah. Hayi.
Let me be serious for a second, because the fun thing about Thamsanqa Gabuza, besides him being a brilliant football player and achieving as he achieved in the MTN 8, winning the MTN 8 final, winning the man of the match, being the top goal scorer, is that, you know, when you're a team player, It takes a lot for you. And I don't want him to be emotional about this. But he had lost his son that week before the final. In that week of the final was the burial of his son on Thursday before the final. Did not tell a single soul at Supersport United. Not a single soul did he tell at Supersport that this has happened. Why?
Oh, Rob. Sometimes nosemsebenzini Rob, ezinye izinto zenzeka ngenye indlela. And nathi sikhulisiwe ngenye indlela. And the situation mayifika and then besodlala ifinal and ngathola icall ukuthi kanake hayi ingane ayisekho and imudi spirit se team sasiphezulu kakhulu and sasijabule kakhulu.
Sure.
And the most yabadlali be Supersport ilaba abaqhamuka ku development abancane abazoqala ukuwin icup and bajabulile and then nami ngu final after isikhathi eside ukuthi ke ngibe ku final. And ngabona ukuthi if member ngingashare mhlambe lenkulumo le nabo and then bayangazi ngumuntu vele onama jokes ohlezi ehleli nabantu ukuthi manje ingaba pull down le nto le manje yabona ngase ngisho ukuthi kenake no yazini if mangawina le cup le ngizobe sengenzela yena lo mntanami lo eswalekile but let me put work first ne ngingadregela abanye abantu phansi nabo ngibacabangele nabo banempilo bane future bafuna nayo ukuthi bawin icup basize imindeni yabo. If mina mase ngiqhamuka nendaba ezikanjena and then umuntu engasadlali ngalendlela fanele adlale nami esezolana nami eish angeke siye phambili Rob. But glad sawina and then ngashare nabo story.
Yes. So basically, he only shared that news in the change room after Supersport United had won the trophy. The coach also did not know. Coach only found out in the change room after they lifted the trophy. What does it take for you to decide ukuthi yazini umfana kasekho kufanele uyofihlwa ngeke ukwazi ukuba khona ngoba na umsebenzi obalekile kakhulu? What does it take in you ukuthi wenze leso sinqumo?
Hey Rob, I'm glad good if family yami was there for me.
Yeah.
Was there for me and if nabo ngibatshela istory and then nabo ba understand the way ngibachazela ngakhona and bona baba nami ngaso sonke isikhathi noma sengasekho ngise ecampini bona bayazenza ezinye izinto ekazidingakala ukuthi zenzeke the rest and yonke into yahamba kahle. Ngasho ukuthi keneke ngiyabonga nje ku family yami and in family yakhabo mntwana ukuthi kenake by understand the situation engangikuyona and ndo vele bengeke mhlambe ba understand kahle ukuthi why ngampela ekwenzekile ngoba baningi abantu abangibuzayo ukuthi why ungayenza kanjani lento le yakho ukuthi ushi ingane yakho kanje but eish Roba ngazi ngachaza ngithini lento le.
But into yazothi into engijabulisa mfana omdala ukuthi sometimes ngoba abantu bayathanda ukuphinda into yinye ukuthi mawuthola iplatform umane uyidedele so that qala u2020 uphume kuyona uqale kabusha new chapter in your life, you know, not that intwana uzoyikhohlwa usazoyikhumbula, there'll be always good memories about ukuba khona kwayo, you know. So but the thing is abantu, because you're a public figure, they'll always ask you this thing. Yabona into engishoyo. So kubalekile sometimes ukuthi manje uba block nje uyikhiphe once and then qhubekele phambili.
Yeah, qinisile.
Yeah. Kodwa niyakholelwa ekutheni between wena nomdali wakho nimnandi, wena nefamily nimnandi, nishap.
Kakhulu ka.
Yeah.
And then ngahamba after lapho siyenzekile after final and then my team, technical team and baba nami and then bangipha lokho kuncane abangipha kona ngakuhambisa lapha, but baba ne-good support eteamini and ne-family yalo mntwana leyo yajabula kakhulu.
All right, so we'll chat further with Thamsanqa. The one thing, though, that has been plaguing a lot of the world football has been the issue of racism, and I know people like Cabo Yaya Toure have been asked a number of questions as well about what are their impressions about them, what has been going on in the world. He's been involved as well with what's been happening within FIFA. He wants to do a little bit more with FIFA to try and end this whole scourge when it comes to the issue of racism amongst the fans. And we saw that in the Manchester derby. Again, it reared its ugly head, but it's been there within Italian football, and it's been such a shame.
Io proprio ho cercato di rigirare le parole dei razzisti. Allo stadio gridano scimmia, allo stadio lanciano le banane in campo, fanno il verso della scimmia. Allora io ho detto, visto che non riusciamo a spiegargli che siamo tutti uomini, gli rigiro il coso della scimmia e dico che siamo tutti scimmie, però che siamo tutti uguali, eguaglianza. Uomini, scimmie, come la volete vedere, ma non c'è differenza. Io non lo faccio, io sono orgoglioso di quello che ho fatto, perché è forse la prima volta, ed è per questo che ne stiamo parlando, che si affronta veramente il problema. Perché finché dici siamo tutti uguali, non c'è differenza, la gente non ci fa più caso, non lo ascolta più. Dice, ah sì, ok, sì, l'ho già sentita. Sai perché sta succedendo un casino? Perché io per la prima volta ho cambiato le cose, ho cambiato il linguaggio ed è successo un casino. Quindi io capisco che la Lega può anche distaccarsi da questo messaggio, io di certo non lo farò, perché ci credo profondamente.
Because I'm sometimes emotional about this. Because racism is something that hurt me all the time. And I want, because my kids want to play football and it just want to be a footballer, but I said to him, no, cannot do that. But sometimes I have to accept it because I refuse him to play in football. Why? Because of this kind of thing.
Nabi, what a player. So very decisive, super goal, another super chance. That's his strength. So in small spaces, he feels quite comfortable. So that helps us a lot. The runs in behind, when we are already high up the pitch, that's a exceptional skill of him that he goes there. He scored already a goal like this, had another chance in a similar situation. But Nabi is a player who can score goals, and he did now it's not the highest number of games he played so far for us, but he scored a lot of goals already, so important goals as well, and absolutely brilliant how he did that today, and there's so much more to come. So maybe if you know Nabi a bit longer, then you would say, okay, that looked really good, but there's still some space. That's absolutely brilliant news for us.
All right, full praise there for Kate, and what a player that he's turned out to be. Signing of Minamotos as well for Liverpool, making sure that they shore up. I think just the attack, and that's what Liverpool have been needing. Not that they've been lacking, they might just need it because all they want to do is keep improving. They want to try and get the league championship. They want to try and get within Europe and defend the UEFA Champions League trophy. So what a way to go. Yeah, the little boys, as they'll play them during the week against Aston Villa, got a hammering. I mean, so many goals scored against them, but you know what? They held their head very high because they knew that the senior players were out there representing at the Club World Cup, and they had nothing else to do. They had to show up for the game, had to be played, and that was the outcome. So Jurgen Klopp there just giving his outline as far as Naby Keita is concerned. Thamsanqa Gabuza. That's the man that's sitting here on the couch today on Thursday Night Live, just chronicling his story up until now at Supersport United. A transformed player, and a player that we all kind of want to go and watch because we were excited to see him play. They're going to be playing against Chipper United over the weekend, going across to Port Elizabeth. He's looking forward to that. No red cards, no yellow cards, no suspension, no injuries, nothing.
Nothing.
Hey.
Pelele.
Full.
Pelele.
Hey, my dad. Hey.
Leaving tomorrow.
Business class. I think you're the only one that flies business class at Supersport. Everyone else, economy.
Yeah.
It's part of the contract.
Yeah. Yeah, business class.
Hey, but Chipper have improved though. Hey, Norman Mapeza's come there. They were there at the bottom now, right up the table.
Oh, cheap.
Hey, babona kanjani?
Aye, Supersport, always Supersport.
Number 1.
Bayashisa labo bafana labo bayavutha. Bayavutha kakhulu. Already ukuthi sihambe kusasa sovala kahle iDecember yethu. Sirepe kahle. Sibe mjojo.
Amabonus?
Hawu kamnandi.
Banikezela.
Hayi, yonke into si happy.
Nimnandi.
Si happy. Angibona nami ngi-happy Rob. Hey.
And bayasho.
Yakho.
Hey, kuzoba kune-gate elisha likagogo. Kune-jeep entsha yakho ithengile. Kuthi nje vroom. Fike ekhaya babab.
Yonke into i-right is happy.
Kahle hle le gate akusila elakho ngoba wenzela ukuthi ungaphumi emotweni. Lo qeda ukuyithenga manje uyovula isango. Siyavula ngiyakubona. Eh?
Likagogo. Likagogo hayi lami lazihambela Rob.
Yezihambela.
Lazihambela hayi. Lazihambela likhulu. Likagogo nincanyane.
Okay.
Hayi lami likhulu.
Uzoretire with Supersport?
Rob. Yeah. Retire ku Supersport. And the contract yami isho kanjani?
How many years?
Ayizo agent yami lapha engitshela but yathi ngizozwa ngaye. Angazi uretire kuphi ngoba iagent yami yazifanele ngilandele iagent yami Rob. Yona eyazi yonke into.
Ubani agent yakho wena?
Oh. Dr. Ivan Khoza.
Uye agent yakho?
Yeah, yona.
So it is retire Supersport?
Hey, nami yeah.
Yeah.
Ngizoba nomsebenzi ngala ngiyaretire ngala ku Supersport. Nomsebenzi lapha.
Oh, okay.
Coach Rob.
Ufuna ukucoacha?
Coach yeah.
Uzocoacha une-club?
Itapu. Ya agent yami. Sivumelana.
Uzocoach iPirates?
Yeah, Rob. Base ngiretire hayi ngithatha intambo.
So wena no Rulani, coach and assistant?
Mina no Rulani.
Yeah.
Coach and assistant.
Yeah.
Oh, usho kanjalo or kuzokwenza kanjalo?
Antuthi agent yakho iye Petty Pirates.
Yeah.
So uthi wena mawuso retire uzobuyela eklabhini yakho yocoacha. So sengisho ukuthi by that time uRulani uzobe coach wena uzoba assistant yakhe.
No, ngizoqala boardroom. Ne-agent.
Nikhulume.
Isikhuluma bese sa decide.
But sengiyakhulumela nje. Awuyifuni leyo situation?
Hayi agent manje yesibili Rob.
Angifuni ukuba agent yakho. Uyinkinga wena ngifuna ukuba agent yakho. Ngifuna nje ukusho kuwena ukuthi ngendlela engiyibona ngayo mina if uthi ufuna ukucoacha wena. Kusho ukuthi uRulani coach wena assistant. Oyibona kanjani?
Hayi mina head coach.
When head coach, uRulani assistant.
Hayi head coach Rob. But angisho mina ngithi sazoqala boardroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob.
Hayi boardroom yabhora man. Anti yasho nayo board abantu ababhore board room. Not BOARD. BOE.
But the contract yami Rob right. Second.
So ubani okholelayo manje? Ukholela iSupersport or ubakholela lapha Pirates?
Hayi chairman iSupersport.
Yona okholelayo. Bakwazi uku-afford?
Yona. Yeah, Rob. Stan Matthews yo hayi. Ngiphethe kahle Rob.
Phethe isakile strong.
Hayi ngiphethe kahle yeah. Ngiphethe.
Ubani out yakho lapha? Ngiyazi ukuthi bayakuthanda bonke. Ngiyazi mawukhona. Everybody, hey, naba ngasazi isiZulu, but you know, Thamsanqa is a lovely guy, you know, just
Rob ngifika kwesinye isikhathi engiphathwa izinyo manje hayi. Ngifaka into yezinyo la. Hayi manje bangithanda bonke manje isingisi phela fanele I'm fine good la ngiyojima manje hayi bangilandela Rob.
Ufuna ukukhuluma isingisi?
Every time. Hayi manje mina phela fanele ngicabanga before ngikhuluma. Manje asikho kahle.
Asikho.
Ayi.
Sayaphi isingisi? Last time ngakubona ukhuluma isingisi kamnandi kanje. Ushaye post match lapha. How was the game? Kathi hayi ho.
Isincane esikhona, isincane.
So ufaka into ezinye ngoba ufuna ukukhuluma isingisi.
Ngifuna ukukhuluma.
But bajabulela though. That's what I'm trying to say ukuthi, eh?
Ngithi hi. Hayi, hambile.
Uthi hi, how are you?
I'm done, I'm gone.
How was your weekend?
What a family, Rob. Supersport, what a family.
But is that the difference though? Because so many people talk to and about Caetano Tembo. I mean, he's been there 19, 20 years at Supersport United, not as a head coach, but has been working within the structures of Supersport United for that long. You know, he's seen through the 10 years Zabo Gavin, the 10 years Zabo Pizzo, everybody else. He's been there. So when you're praising the whole family vibe that is there, but you guys still come onto the field and you're winning a cup, you get on the field, but you're still, I don't know, top 5 of the league and you're playing for league honors and so on. Yin, what is so different? Yin, umehluko. Unabo Dean Femen, unabo Clayton Daniels, abantu mawubabhenga athi bangakushanga empama uquleke uye le. Yini kwenzakala?
Njengoba ngishilo Rob, what a family.
Yeah.
Fike family ne right. Ayi, ngathini? If bakholelwa kumuntu bayakholelwa kumuntu. If bakutshela i-strong point sakho, bayakutshela i-weakness yakho, bayakutshela every game siya-analyze, bayakutshela ukuthi fanele kulungise la nala, ulungise kuphi, la kuphetha khona ulungise kuphi. Uyakhula outside and inside the field, sihlala ndawonye.
Sure.
And akusiko nje ukuthi mhlambe ungena emotweni uyahamba, usuka endlini uyangena uyadlala uyaphuma. Sinokuhlala sonke. Have some drinks. Sikhulume ukuthi hayi lana sidlale kanjani lana befanele kulungisephi kube right.
Imapha ba drinks anophuzayo.
Orange juice, mango. Yeah.
Cranberry.
Izinto ezikanjani. Yeah. Not like mhlambe kwesinye isikhathi uyangena nje uyaphuma uyangena uye endlini yakho uma say
ubani impinja yakhe khona lapha eSupersport?
Yo, impinja zami ziningi.
Qembu lonke.
Hayi qembu lonke ro.
And you would have been happy. Abombole winning player of the month. You know, I mean, how do you feel about that achievement?
Yeah, I was very happy. Ngajabule kakhulu my winning player of the month. And uyayibona ukuthi kanike uyakude kahle lo mfana la. Wish nje ukuthi kanike esasamncane kangaka nje athole nje i-team overseas.
Yes.
Overseas.
Ungamtholela kuphi wena mawumbhekile ubona ukuthi angadlala kuphi? Yiphi club esharp for yena? For istyle sakhe sokudlala.
Hayi noma kuphi Rob, what a talent. Noma kuphi angafitha noma kuphi.
Hayi noma ikuphi ayikho. Noma ikuphi angaze ngiyibone kwi-Bundesliga, noma ikuphi FC angaze ngiyibone English Premiership, noma ikuphi angaze ngiyibone kwi-Serie A. Ikuphi noma kuphi?
Yeah, ngamqalisa lapha ku-Ajax. Abantu abafana bangangaye.
Ajax Amsterdam.
Abangangaye, yeah.
Akhule bese
hayi senga
Juventus nje ubonile sebehlakazekile abanye bayindaweni ezihlukene. Yeah.
But it's not yena kuphela. Tebogo Mluwi.
Yeah.
Aubrey, second Aubrey.
Yes.
Ngoba first Aubrey is here, the second Aubrey.
Is the second Aubrey.
Hey baningi weba baningi labo fanele Rob Supersport ethi ngisho ngithi hayi khona la siyakhona second round ileague ubonile ime kanjani
ongitshele ngayo
hayi khona la siyakhona
nizoyiwina nizoyithatha kwi-Chiefs job i-Chiefs ik-number 1 hayi ukuthi bayiwinile but ik-number 1 okwamanje
hayi sine target yethu as long as singafinisha kule target ama point wethu esiwabale ngakhona
yini target
ndoda ngeke akufune ukuthi sisho ndoda
yini target ngitshele nje ama-points
ama-points yo siyakude Rob ileague izophela kuyethu Rob ileague angithi siyadlala nge4
yeah
4
yeah
Yeah, zidlala ne-Chiefs.
Dlala ne-Chiefs.
Yeah, 4 Jan.
Senifundile kahle i-Chiefs ukuthi idlala kanjani?
Hayi. Asifunda abanye abantu thina. Siyenza lapha ya.
Hayi namatho.
Ejimini.
Hayi awuthi ngiyibambe
Yeah.
namlephilo. Awuthi ngiyibambe sikhulume. Awuthi ngiyibambe namlephilo. Hayi.
Ababe nge-4.
Umhla ka-4.
4 sikhona.
Ngifuna uyishaya nje once i-Chiefs.
Ah,
Coach of the month ngapha 3 times back to back.
player of the month.
Player of the last month.
And manje le nkinga yenzeka phakathi efieldini.
Yeah.
Coach, player. Yabo ukuthi hlukile lezo zinto.
So ubani uzowina ke on the day, player or the coach?
Player,
Ngomhla ka-4.
player.
I-player of the month izoshaya i-coach of the month.
Straight.
And let date uyibekile khanda umhla ka-4.
4.
And iscore soba u-4. And zodlala ngo-4.
Iyapha ngama-4. Iyapha ngama-4. Ah yona. And Supersport ine record elihle ku-Chiefs.
Yeah.
Angazi mangithi ngiyabheka lapha ngikhumbula ukuthi i-Chiefs akadla nini i-Supersport. Rob.
But njengoba sekufike wena bana-chance kodwa.
Ayifikile i-gaps manje. Yavutha iyababa Rob, iyababa. Pelepele.
Yeah. So umhla ka-4 nje kuyavithiza yeah. And bazothena u-50 bazobe be-celebrate the following week bedlala ne-Highlands Park, i-Chiefs. Be-celebrate 50 years.
50 years.
Yeah.
Mhlaka?
Anti bona bazala ngomhla ka-7.
Oh.
So ngomhla ka-8 I think bazobe bedlala. So i-January 8th statement so qhamuka kwi-Chiefs.
I'm sorry, Khosi for life.
Bazwela manje.
Eish, ngoba umhla ka-4 uphethe ezinye izinto.
Uphetheni masishi njengoba sizivalelisa.
Phethe iwin enkulu.
Wena uzokora mangaki?
2.
Only 2.
Yo, sakhona uRobla. Jo bafethu.
Ugrobla nobani futhi uzokora the other 2.
Yo, ombule umkwena. Hayi mina ngazi kodwa ngithi hayi so mhlangana ngomhla ka-4. Mhla ka-4.
4 for 4 goals and 3 points.
2 Gabuza.
2 Gabuza and the rest.
Manje ejimini angeke basangifuna ukujima kahle ngoba manje kuthiwa why unganikanga mina le 1 why unganikanga mina le 1 manje incane and bazoyifuna mhlambe babe yi6 la 2 goals but yabo bazoyishare
Man of the match ubani?
Man of the match Gaps futhi ngiyasola ngathi yonke into uGaps nje
uGaps.
and manje ngonyaka omusha futhi
2020.
yeah.
Everybody, cheers, man. Cheers, buddy. Nice one. That's all the time that we have. What a conversation. You know what? You can only wish a person with such a strong heart, you can only wish a person with such a love for the game of football everything of the best. There's never a dull moment whenever he's around, whether it's good or bad, it's all about football. He's looking forward to the 4th of Jan. He says now Chipper's a done deal. That's 3 points in the bag. He's happy at Supersport United. He's never been happier in his life. Obri, Thamsanqa Gabuza, thank you so much for your time, Fanumdala.
Thank you Rob to have me. Ngibonga kakhulu kuba nawe Rob. Awuyisho ungangibiza futhi sengenze njalo.
Yeah. Hayi king. Sekhaya ngithi la.
Kakhulu.
Ikhona i-address ngikunikezela ngithi.
Hayi kuzozifikela
Between mina now. All right. He doesn't need an invitation. He'll be here. All right. We're going to take a quick break. After the break, we'll come back. It's another guest. They destroyed them in the MTN8, actually. They played against them. They destroyed them. But this time around, this man has also had a topsy-turvy journey, which might just end with the sip of something great. Don't go away. All right, welcome back to the show. We've got a fantastic guest coming up in just a second. Now, the one thing about this week is so much football has been played. My goodness, I mean, Carabao Cup was being played. FIFA Club World Cup was going on at the same time. We were seeing Italian Serie A was underway. We were watching as well. What else? Bundesliga. Yeah, the whole week, Bundesliga has been on. And I've been excited about that because there were just games where you thought, it's not going to work out for the teams at the top. In fact, let me just shut up. You watch.
The only side still unbeaten at home this season, Borussia Dortmund's fortress was braced for the visit of a Leipzig side who reclaimed top spot in the Bundesliga after stretching their winning streak to 6 on the weekend. In the opening exchanges, nerves got the better of the league leaders, which allowed Dortmund to open the scoring through the unlikeliest of sources. Julian Weigl goals are a collector's item. His third in the Bundesliga, enough to bamboozle Peter Galassi. In the 34th minute, a dominant Dortmund doubled their advantage. Sancho was the creator, but Julian Brandt provided the moment of magic as his turn and finish left jaws on the floor. At half-time in Dortmund, it was raining and pouring, but the old man wasn't snoring. Less than 2 minutes after the restart, though, the complexion of the game changed completely when Roman Bürki's misplaced header allowed Timo Werner to slot into an empty net. The German international's first ever goal against Dortmund, stretching his scoring streak to 7 straight games. Dortmund's festive spirit got the better of them again just 6 minutes later when Werner was gift-wrapped a second. Brandt the guilty party on this occasion, Werner the grateful recipient as he coolly converted his 18th of the season. However, parity lasted just a matter of minutes as Dortmund struck back. Sancho put the finishing touches on a sweeping counter to restore the lead with his 9th of the campaign. It was a breathtaking encounter that deserved a fitting finish, which Leipzig delivered just over 10 minutes from time. Substitute Patrick Schick, the man to rescue a share of the spoils. As a result, a titanic tussle in an enthralling title race ended all square. Final score, Dortmund 3, Leipzig 3.
Freiburg were the only side Bayern failed to beat in the Bundesliga last season, with both meetings ending 1-1. But the way the champions began this game, there seemed little chance of Christian Streik's side getting anything out of the match. Having already gone very close to scoring a couple of times in a dominant start to the game, Bayern took the lead on 16 minutes when a wonderful run and cross from 19-year-old Alphonso Davies teed up Robert Lewandowski, who scored his 19th goal in 16 Bundesliga games this season. Freiburg barely had a kick of the ball in the opening stages, but did improve as the half went on. And just past the half hour, Lucas Höhler, who scored both Freiburg's goals in those draws against Bayern last season, was denied by a smart save from Manuel Neuer. The home side fortunate to go in at half-time, only 1-0 down in front of former Freiburg player and Germany national team coach Jogi Löw. But they were a different team after the break and really took the game to Bayern, deservedly drawing level just before the hour as Yannick Haberer's intelligent pass was swept in by Vincenzo Grifo for the Italians' first goal of the season. Freiburg were on top now and had a number of chances to go ahead, but having failed to take them, 18-year-old Joshua Zirkzee made an immediate impact from the bench, scoring on his Bundesliga debut within minutes of his introduction, having only made his first appearance for the Bayern senior side in the Champions League last week. An unforgettable moment for the Dutch under-19 international. Serge Gnabry provided the assist for Zirkzee's goal, and Gnabry would then make absolutely sure of the points with the very last kick of the game. As Bayern made it back-to-back wins for Hansi Flick in the Bundesliga following those 2 successive defeats. Freiburg 1, Bayern 3.
An amazing week that it has been as far as the Bundesliga is concerned. In that 3-3 draw with the Red Bull Leipzig on Tuesday, the inform Jadon Sancho breaking the Bundesliga record that stood for 51 years. The England international playing a starring role at Signal Iduna Park, starting off by grabbing an assist in the first half by Julian Brandt's goal to make the scoreline 2-0. And after that, Timo Werner netted a brace to level matters for Leipzig. Sancho restoring Dortmund's lead in the 55th minute with the 22nd goal in the German top flight. And when you look at that, 34 points apiece. Mönchengladbach is where they stand. Bayern Munich now crawling from 4th to 3rd with 30 points. How far can this race go? Good to see the likes of Freiburg also still putting in the pressure all round. Hoffenheim started off the season in all sorts of fire, but right now they're sitting in 9th position. It's all about what's happening at the top, where we'll focus in as the season progresses all round. Talk about progression. I used to think this guy was the fastest guy on earth. You know, every time everyone talked about Bolt, I was like, there's no Bolt. We've only got one Bolt. He runs from here to Limpopo every day. Forget about Usain Bolt. I was like, forget about him. We got Rodney Ramagalela with us in studio. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you, Rob.
Are you strong?
I'm not sure.
You never timed yourself running the 100 meters, did you? Ever?
No.
Why?
Because that's not my sport.
No, I know it's not your sport, but for interest's sake, you know, some of us are always curious.
Maybe we should try it. Maybe.
Are you faster or slower now than you were when you started?
I think I'm more faster now.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, man, why?
I think it's because of my takeoff.
Quicker than you were a couple of years ago.
Yes.
So you've been training hard?
That's what I do.
I know you eat avocados 5 times a day. But besides that, what would make you say you're a quicker player or a quicker human being now? Why?
Look, Rob, I think as a footballer, you have to take care of yourself,
Yeah.
especially the body that makes money.
Right.
And for me, eating right is one of the medicine I use. And going to the gym, make sure I do the right stuff for especially football.
Right.
The agility, that makes me feel like I'm more quicker than I was before.
Yeah.
Because you remember, when you're still young, you don't take these smaller things serious.
Right.
In a sense. So now I think I'm more focused on these smaller things that will make me a complete footballer.
Your journey has seen you land up at Highlands Park. What's that been like? I know that it hasn't probably been as consistent as you would have wanted it to be. But what is life like for Rodney Ramagalela at Highlands Park?
Let me start by saying this. 2019, I don't know how to explain it.
It's been a difficult year for you.
Very, very, very difficult year for me.
And before you explain, and I'm sorry, I usually don't cut in when my guests are talking. Can I send my deepest condolences to you? Because just a week ago, you had to bury your mother.
That's right.
I can go on with the other struggles that you've had. But do you want to share those with us? Because I could, but I think it will be better if it comes from you. But my condolences on your loss.
Thank you. Let me start by saying it started in January.
Yeah.
I was told to step aside when I was at Plukwane City, which was not good. And we had to fight for me to get my money, which I was being owed by the team. I had to go up and down for the case they were making, which was not there. And that was frustrating for me. And I was also confused.
Right.
Because I didn't know what was happening. But we ended up reaching an agreement. Then I left Polokwane, went to Highlands Park. It was nice for me to be in an environment again where I could start training and start getting final games, get mileage on the legs. After that, I lost my daughter, which was not nice for parents to lose a child. Everyone is thinking maybe I'll be the one to be buried by the children, but a father to bury his daughter is not a nice thing at all. Then I lost my mother. Between that, I was having injuries in between. So I can say since I joined Highlands Park, I'm not really fully on the game.
Mentally, you can't be.
Yeah, so...
Because if I'm not mistaken, your dad's still alive.
Yes.
But he lost his sight.
Yes, you're right.
So he can't see.
He can't see.
When did that happen?
I think I was 5 years old when he lost his sight.
Yeah.
Until today.
So all of this that you've been able to achieve, the top goal-scoring feats that you've been able to achieve, the reason why we are big fans of Rodney Ramagalela, he's not been able to be a part of that.
But this funny part of it, Rob, I can take you back. While I was still playing on a gravel ground, he used to tell the supporters outside after I scored the goal, or that's my son. How he knows, I can't tell you.
But he told the fans that
yes,
you have scored?
Yes, because of the noise they were making while I was playing.
But that's a proud father.
You can say that.
That's a sign of a proud father.
You can say that.
You know what? When you have a double... Oh, I mean, it's crazy. When you lose a daughter, when you lose a mother in one calendar year, you have a father who's not been able to see you play. That already, for any person, puts them behind, puts them back, and maybe even sometimes is borderline depression. What's kept you going? And I had a word with your coach earlier today, Owen De Gama, and I was glad I had that conversation with him because I've never, ever in my life come across a coach who was able to be as understanding as Coach Owen De Gama was. He said, you know what, I can't even tell you what Rodney Ramagalela has gone through. In fact, we are going into camp. And if you want to interview him tonight, by all means, there's something that he's going to be launching later on in the show. We'll share that with you. He said, talk to him. I will treat that conversation that you're going to be having with Rodney Ramagalela as part of our camp and as part of our training, because right now he needs an outlet. He needs to be able to talk to people. Yeah. And I was like, wow, that is an understanding person. And that's what he said to me. Otherwise, you would not be here. I respect coaches and I respect camp. When they go into camp, we don't interfere. But he said, no, no, no. As a coach, this guy has gone through the most. Please, if you're going to divert his mind and it's going to encourage him, he is yours. Take him tonight. And that is why you're here. How have you found that working environment where people are so understanding of your circumstances?
Look, Rob, it's about sharing how you feel with them. Make them understand how you feel. Make them feel your pain. I think Coach Owen is one of the people who understand and feel my pain. Even when I'm not talking, by him seeing me in training, he would come to me and say, Rama, are you okay? And if I'm not okay, then I'll tell him, Coach, I'm not okay because of 1, 2, 3. Then he will say, Rama, do you want days off? If I want days off, I'll tell him, Coach, I want days off just to cool off my mind.
And you know what he said? And while we see a couple of the clips in your new jersey at Highlands Park, he said that whatever you have as a talent, he believes that 2020, in the new year, he's going to be able to get out of you what you have not been able to get out of yourself. Do you share the same feeling?
Yes, I do. The reason I'm saying I do is because I was more focused on my problems,
yes,
than on the pitch, where I have to show the coach and the other players and supporters what I'm made of, which they already know. Understand? So I think, as you said, 2020, it has already started for me. As I'm here, you know, we have to launch something.
Yeah,
so that's a good start for me.
Sure.
For 2020.
But are you starting to think, as Rodney Ramagalela, that, I don't know if you're really starting to think about retirement? You look like you're 22 years old. I've never seen somebody who doesn't age. Maybe it's these avocados you eat every 2 minutes. But what is it about retirement? Is that something you even think about?
No, I'm far away from retirement, Rob.
Right.
I think I still have much to offer in South African football, especially the youngsters. They need my guidance. And I also have to offer it at the Highlands Park. As you know, we have many youngsters, which they have to learn from us. So I think I'm one of the guys who has to give that experience to the guys.
What's still left for you? You know, I've seen you achieve the greatest of football, playing for unfancy teams. And I'm like, hey, this guy, you know, he could have played whether for Chiefs or for Pirates, and he would have been a regular top goal scorer. But for you, where you are now, what is there still that you feel, as Rodney Ramagalela, can still achieve?
As I said, Rob, it's not about me as a player.
No, it is about you. I'm going to make it about you. Unfortunately, today you've got no choice. You're not here. You're not a president of anything. You're not representing Highlands Park. You're not representing a village. You're not representing anything. You are here as you.
Okay.
Yes.
I understand.
You're a humble guy. I know that. I want to give you a tough time for that.
As you said, it's about me. I think I'll have to get myself back on the track to score goals. And which I know I'm capable of. And I believe 2020 will be the start of Ramaji again to score goals. I think what I will do is just to score goals.
That's it?
That's it.
And the fact that when you mentioned Ramaji, I don't know, there was just like a transformation, because that is how your fans know you. When you're not Ramagalela and you're just Ramaji, then the engine is starting to run again. Are you feeling a sense that outside, and you can never take away your personal, any personal hurt that you've endured, but do you feel now that in the new year there will be that transformation? Do you feel that there could be a new side that we can experience with you?
After receiving a good news yesterday,
yeah,
I think there is. I think, as I said, it's the start of 2020, which it won't be outside the field, but I'll take it on the field also.
Also on the field of play?
Yes.
Wow.
And I think I have to work more on getting my feet back on the pitch, and try to get mileage on the legs so that I can know now I'm fully fit. I'm fully fit.
Well, so you were frustrating your coach the other day, and I saw that he was frustrated. You were in the box, and Ramaji on any given day would have converted that opportunity. But that day you were not able to, you know. And now I understand, because I had to backtrack and try and ask myself questions. And the only way to get answers is to go straight to the source. So I go straight to Highlands Park. Me, I don't go around Emakoneni and gossip. And that's where I got that mentally you were not there. So now you're feeling, I don't know if you're going for psychological maintenance. Are you seeing a psychologist? Do you feel that is necessary for you? How are you able to balance all of these things out? Or you think that you can do it on your own?
There is no one who can do it on his own.
Yeah.
After such things happen. After my daughter, I went and see a psychologist.
Right.
We spoke. But now, after my mother, I haven't seen anyone as the time, and I had to go up and down fixing my father's grant to go to his name, because it was under the mother.
Right.
Yeah, so I didn't find any time in between. But now that I have time, I think I need to go back again and try to talk to someone so that I can know now I'm free. That's it.
It starts here, though. You talk to us, number one. You'll also talk to a gentleman we're going to introduce in just a couple of seconds from now. But the one thing that I wanted to do is, you know, when you're talking about legends, and it happened this week, it actually came to an end yesterday in Ghana. You know, Thursday Night Live was supposed to be there, but because, flights and things we couldn't confirm, so here we are. But Bundesliga were able to host something really, really special. Lotte Matthäus was there. Sami Kufor was also there. We're talking about a training as well as a motivational session with youngsters at the Bundesliga football school camp, including ex-Ghana international players. As I said, Lotte Matthäus being there at Shukura in Ghana. The ever-smiling one, the man that really made football his first love. Charles Akono was also there. When you talk about Charles Akono, you're talking about one of the greatest football legends to have ever played the game. And there's Sami Kufor, no stranger as well. They were visiting different radio stations and just spreading the word as far as what Bundesliga are trying to do. As you know, that there have been so many African players that have plied their trade in Germany through the years. Even the time that Sami Kufor was there playing for Bayern Munich, whether he was winning the UEFA Champions League or going into a final and losing the UEFA Champions League, really didn't matter. But we are very, very proud as MarawaTV to bring you some of these visuals that happened as well yesterday. And we say salute. Long may this journey carry on. And what more, as we come back to the story that we're trying to tell right here in studio, can happen to a person who's gone through the most, as they would say in 2019. We'll also try and learn this language, Lesiba Langa. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Rob.
Good to see you.
Good to be here.
Hey?
Yeah.
It's almost Christmas, Bob. I see you've brought some cold things here. What are these things that you've got?
Yeah, Rob, this is our new beer. Something that we're trying to test the market with.
Right.
And paying homage to this great man here you have here on the side.
Oh, and you brought them nice and cold.
Yeah, they're very cold. Beer must be served very cold.
I mean, I know that from your early days. I mean, you started off with the data company that was charging us so much money for watching MarawaTV. Now you've branched off Ulanga Bar, as we can see on your top. The ability to do something for a guy like him. Yeah. I mean, for me, he knows that personally I've always heralded him as one of the superstars of SA football. What made you think of this?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, before I ventured into this world,
yeah,
I used to travel a lot. And in Uganda, there was a beer called the Drogba. and people loved it.
Right.
They live by it. They ignored the other international brand beers, and they had the local beers. And so that part, and me always being admiring this great guy here, just his story, his humbleness, where he comes from, where he started, and really built himself to be a superstar in the PSL. Said, no, look, I just need to join the two. And it was just an epiphany that came together and said, oh, this would be a great brand to put together and introduce this great beer.
I know that it's just hardly been, it's not even on the shelves yet.
Yeah, no, we...
I mean, the people are getting to see and know about it for the first time here on the show. This hasn't even touched the shelves. What's the broader thinking? How are you planning on rolling it out?
So we you know, when you start a beer brand, you need to test the market, see how people respond to it. This is day one, and already it's been crazy. Rodney's phone has been going off crazy. We had a lot of bottle stores, a lot of people, even up north. They want hundreds and hundreds of cases. And this is what we want. We want to see if people are interested, want to see if people like the taste. And then from there on, we'll venture out and make it commercial.
What's the brewing process? I mean, I know that you've given some of our cameramen a taste. So if you see the camera shaking here and there, guys, just forgive us. You know, the guys have had a bit of a Rama G, a Rama G on the camera. So zoom in. Yeah, I know, Kai, you see now. There, I told you. That's a classic example of a victim. Of you've been Ramagalela'd.
Yes.
So if you get caught in a roadblock and Mbalula's there, and just say, have you had anything to drink? Just say, no, Minister, I've just had one Ramagalela. Please, leave me alone. Talk about that rollout. It's going to be countrywide? I mean, you're not going to stick to one province, I'm sure.
No, I mean, obviously what we want to do is, we've been speaking to Rodney, is that we want to make it more about him.
Yes.
About where he comes from. So obviously we'll start it from the top, where he, in Venda, at home. And you know, the beer is not about just making money making beer. It's about giving back to his community. So the plan is to roll it out from there and then filter it to other provinces. You know, the thing about beers and this kind of beers is that everybody can enjoy it anywhere, anytime. So we're more excited about just getting it out there and letting people taste it first. And then we'll start, the plans to get it more out there to everybody. I know everybody is excited to have a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me, what's always confused me since I was growing up, everyone talks about Charles. Have you ever seen Charles?
No.
I don't know who Charles is.
I've never.
Anyone in this room seen Charles? Nobody has seen Charles. I don't know who Charles is. I don't know what Charles' surname is. I don't know anything about Charles.
Yeah.
But one thing I can tell you is there's Ramagalela. He's right here. He's got a beer. Yeah. So when they talk about Charles, I don't know who Charles is. But I know Ramagalela. Hey, but congratulations, man.
Thank you, Rob.
Was this difficult for them to convince you to go this route?
No, it was not difficult, Rob, because I remember in 2017, I met him and we kind of spoke about it. And I was just waiting until he comes again.
Hey, man.
And say, Rama, this is the brand. I want us to try it out. And here we are. We have to try it.
Day one, Mvane. This is day one of anybody, anywhere in the world. And remember, I mean, we've seen comments coming through on MarawaTV, as we've seen them tonight coming through on the social media pages, people watching in Ghana, people watching in Canada, people that have been watching in the United States of America. I don't know how you guys manage your sleeping patterns, but hey, whatever it is, we are okay as long as you're watching the show. You can come back, even, I'm sure, pretty soon, OR Tambo International Airport, when you land, and I'll make sure that Lesiba understands this. Yeah. When people land, like the smokers that land after 15 hours of a flight and just want to light up, you must...
Yes.
Rama. Right. So that is the kind of reception that we want. Yes. I mean, surely, for you, And I know that we touched on retirement. I'm not saying that you're going to retire or Nupia, but it's a business concept. And that is the exciting thing, is that a business concept can expand. And when you got a guy like Lesiba Langa, Lesiba, you know, people that have heard of the Fat Cats Club, people that have been running, who, when they joined their Cup, they couldn't even scratch themselves there. That's how big the tummies were. But now they've been jogging, they've been racing every single time, fit as a fiddle. Yeah, that's the man behind the entire concept. So when you got a business-minded person like him running something like, how do you feel? Because now the opportunities are endless.
I can't explain the feelings. I think I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to this beer, to do the magic, and I know he's gonna do the magic.
It will do the magic.
Yes. So I think for me, it's I'm so humbled.
Yeah.
To receive this from him.
Yeah, because I mean, we're going to crack it open soon because we all want to taste. I mean, we can't have just dodgy camera guys that are giving us dodgy shots now, having a taste. You see, I told you, we're losing it here today. It's our final show for 2019, though, so we are allowed to have wobbly shots around. I was talking briefly about the brewing process.
Yeah.
What goes into it, Lizzie?
You know, this is just a simple lager, so it's malt, barleys. We have a fantastic brewer in the name of Apiwe. She's the first female brewer in South Africa. And she sat with me and we created this recipe. And, you know, she's really fantastic. And, you know, we wanted to make an authentic African beer. Right. And this is what you will have, and the taste is great. So yeah, I hope people will enjoy it.
So when can we expect it down in KZN Pele or Shaupi? Hey, maybe 2020 sometime, you know, you'll start rolling it out.
Yeah, so the idea is to start the test phases for the next month or so.
Okay.
And get the feedback, and then, you know, end of January we'll start
So she's open to suggestions. Like if let's say Ramaji says that he wants it slightly more bitter or whatever, she's open to brewing it to the palate.
To your palate, yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, so now this one is a little bit sweeter.
Okay.
So also, you know, we'll get feedback from the people if they want it a little bit darker or a little bit bitter, as you said.
Right.
But, you know, this is what we feel is right for the market. But obviously, we'll take the test and give feedback. And then, obviously, with Ramaji's input, we'll then make the beer and then start rolling it out.
How did it taste for you?
That's the unfortunate part. I never tasted alcohol.
I know that. That's why I'm starting trouble with you. Because I know that this is something you've never ventured into as well. But, you know, we don't know who Colonel Saunders is either. You might have been vegetarian. But, yeah, here we are, all buying chicken. All I'm saying is that conceptually, if it begins with that idea, that's all it takes. If we believe in what you have stood for, if professionalism, excellence, delivery, whatever, I don't know. I'm even suggesting now, subliminally to Lesiba, when I say delivery, who knows? It could be on Uber Eats, or Uber Drinks, or Uber something, or Uber Shayen, Shisanyam, whatever it's going to be. It's about the festivity, but the enjoyment and the celebration. And we don't get that. Lesiba, I mean, I think in your journalistic field as well, before you branched off to the major networks and so on, you know, you're a scribe, and you would understand that South Africans don't celebrate living legends like Ramagalela.
Yeah.
How far do you think this is going to go towards that?
And that was for us the reason why we did it.
Yeah.
You know, as you said, you get a Charles, but we've never met a Charles. And you get a guy like Rodney who really gives you the hopes and dreams for every young South African out there, that you can make it. You can make it out. You can do this. You can have your own beer at the end of the day. I mean, if P. Diddy has his own vodka. He can have his
Jay-Z
own.
is popping his champagne.
Yeah. So, you know, I think that's for us, that's the actual road that we're taking. And it is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you don't open the
Atingi
stuff? Are we supposed to pray or what's supposed to happen now?
And just give you guys a taste, Rob.
You see, that close-up is beautiful because I want to see the fermentation process. And yeah, Ron is saying here in my ear that beautiful color.
Yeah.
The
Ron texture.
is a connoisseur of this stuff.
Yes.
Oh, beautiful stuff indeed.
I know you like the finer things, but
No. It's got the approval from my director. It's got the approval from the entire control room upstairs. So this is a... Yeah. Man. Wonder what's the show called? Welcome to Monday night. What's the show? Is it Thursday or Saturday? Cheers.
cheers, Rob. Cheers.
Hey. Ramaji. Now you're in camp, Baba, so you can't. No.
I'm okay, guys. I'm okay.
We don't want Owen coming in. Guys.
Yeah.
No, this is... And hey. Whew. There's something about... Because usually you would expect beer to have this aftertaste and this bitterness that is there.
Yes.
But none of that is here.
So that's why we said we wanted to make it sweet. I mean,
it's not sweet at all, trust me. I mean, we don't want to make it sound like you're drinking Oros or Kool-Aid or anything like that. This is a proper barley, and it's a proper fermentation process that has gone in. But it is not bitter at all. There's no aftertaste at all.
Yeah. You know, we love beer.
Yeah.
Well, I love beer, so this for me works. It really speaks to me in terms of taste. Yeah, we look forward to people tasting more and more.
And as we say cheers, we're flat out of time, Ramaji, and we celebrate what has been a rather sad year for you, but we've tried to lift the spirits by launching this officially on MarawaTV today. You will directly, on your camera, send a message. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all the viewers of MarawaTV. Your message directly to all the viewers across the world. Right there, Bob. Go ahead. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oishai.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all our viewers on MarawaTV. Cheers.
This man, you can't give him data. He'll save it. Lesiba, I don't know if you have any final words, but Merry Christmas, Happy New Year as well to you.
Yeah.
And the family.
Yeah.
And remember always to drink responsibly.
Yes.
Don't drink and drive.
Yes.
Do this if you're going to call an Uber, or you're going to call a Johnny Take Me Home, or Jenny Take Me Home, or whatever these companies are called that make sure that you get home safely. Don't be that person, please. Please, 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 please. Responsible driving at all times during the festive season. Lesiba Langa, thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Rob.
And what a way, man. Oh, let's have another taste. I won't even say goodbye. I'll have a Rama G in the house. Hey.